What's going on, YouTube and y'all squad? This is your boy Yakrates, and this is your review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 episode. Is gonna be in the description, so we ain't gonna be here that long. I hate to inform you because it really didn't give me merch. It really didn't. So we get Marlo. She's at her lot, so she has a lot. She's having a house built. Kenya and Sheree are invited because they have built houses and let Marlo tell it took them forever and a day to get it done. Sheree says, she's far out. Like I believe she said you are like a bug higger or something like that. And I guess Marlo was low key saying, well, y'all say I ain't got the money, so I gotta do what I do within reason. But Marlo says she doesn't think so. The girls go back and forth over Marlo and her money, which is senseless. It's just like, okay, so we just gonna keep on pushing this non-existent storyline, but all right. Kenya says she loves the house plan. And, Kenya, had a nice little banter back and forth with the contractor who was there. Um, Kenya is asked if she will see Mark when they go to New York. She says no. She's probably going to have somebody pretty much be the middle person to, drop off Brooklyn between the two. Sheree is asked if she'll see Tyrone, and she says we shall see. New York is within the 100-mile radius that he can travel, but he has to be in his house at a certain time, so he's working with his parole to get that to be approved. So we get Candy and Todd. We find out ticket sales are up for her show. Todd wants them to stay in his New Jersey condo. Candy wants to stay in a hotel. There's nothing much here. This is why, so a lot of this, yeah, let me just say now, if Candy and Todd continue to talk about this thing on a condo, this, that, and the third, and that is it won't get talked about over here. Moving on. We get Drew and Ralph. Y'all already know. Moving on. So Candy sends the girls vibrating panties, and this goes back to what I was saying in the previous review where I don't have a problem with it. It is what it is. I also saw that, she had her cousin Patrick and his girl Safari there, so okay, good. You put money in people's pockets. I appreciate that. But I'm just saying, don't get upset when people bring up the sexual stuff, in relation to you when you continue to do stuff like this. Yes, you have a sexual line and all the other stuff, and no, that does not define you. And in general, women should be able to be free to do whatever it is they want to do. But because you're on this show around catty women, just know that it's going to come up. Let me see. But yeah, she sent them vibrating panties if I didn't say that. So Candy gets a sprinter so all of them can arrive to the airport at the same time and literally be on time for the bus. Which is great because, Candy sometimes be late. But all right. Kenya is upset because this is a couples trip. I'm kind of like whatever because I understand her slightly being upset, but somebody asked, could they bring their husband or whatever? And Kenya's like, if you want to bring a date or whatever, you can. I guess Kenya's whole thing is it was never solidified. This is what it is, but you were right there when she made that announcement. So I don't know what to tell you. So they're in New York, and it's who has the best. So it's the next best room. The person that gets it has to win this contest. And it's who has the best sex story. So Sonya said hers was on the plane. Marlo says hers was at the zoo where a giraffe licked her on the head. Sheree says hers was at the Ritz in front of everybody. Ralph says at the beach. Kenya says in the woods in the cavern because they was chasing a coyote that was shot. I don't believe none of them damn stories. I really don't. But Kenya's was the most thought out. Candy gives it to her, but I think Candy also gave it to her because she was very, very late for Brooklyn's party. So that could be it, but who knows. Sonya wants to know what is up with Drew and the assistant because she's having this conversation with her husband because it's like something seems very off, and to keep somebody around that is sitting here spreading these rumors about a friend and whatnot, and come to find out that possibly spreading a rumor about your husband, that it doesn't make sense. It's not adding up. What is going on with this girl? So, let me see. So we find out that issue that Candy has with Todd is she doesn't like the manner in which he parties. Okay, whatever. Todd feels at talks about how what is it? I don't know. As Todd talks about how the plan. Okay, more or less, Todd Ho's thing with Candy is, there's not an even playing field between the two of them where everything revolves around her, and that's just that, which we can see. But again, some of it does come off as being very put on. And then they end up visiting Todd's condo, and it doesn't even look like there's, remnants of two people being there. Like, it's pretty much just empty. Renovations need to be done. Kenya has a little moment where she's saying, I can be, your contract and whatnot breaks down. And she had very good ideas about how things could be done and whatnot. She needs her own HGTV show. But we keep saying, like, this man needs to just go ahead and, like, if Candy feels his way, at least go ahead and renovate it. And put butts in that house so you can sit here and get money off of it, because I'm pretty sure it's already paid for. And I'm not sure if with condos you pay property taxes. Y'all let me know, because I really don't know. But if that's the case, you sitting here paying on something where you could have people in there making you money. Like, come on now, Todd, stop being stupid. So Candy and Drew are not. So they're at dinner. And Candy and Drew are not wearing their wedding ring. Candy says, "Well, I don't want my wedding ring because I really don't wear it." And given Candy's position in her marriage, who's really going to argue with that? But Ty got his own. Drew says, she used to wear it, but then, with the pregnancies, her finger got too big, so then she couldn't wear it. And then now, as of late, they have their marital issues, so that's why she's currently not wearing it. So then the assistant talk comes up. Kenya says Ralph reminds her so much of Mark. She says he's an a-hole, and she sees the way he speaks to her. I wrote in my notes, Kenya is projecting, because yes, she is seeing it. And at the same exact time, when Kenya was going through what she was going through with Mark, yes, there was nobody there to champion her the way that she's championing, oh, I couldn't say the word, Drew. But she's also projecting. Again, she's in New York. I'm pretty sure Brooklyn is already with the father, so I just get a feeling like not all of this is really for Ralph, but okay. Marlo tells Drew he only does what she allows, which is true. Now, what we're not going to do is excuse Ralph's bad behavior, but that is an actual factual where because you stay around and you excuse a lot of the behavior. And that goes back to something that I've said in a previous video, and even with issues that I have with certain people that I'm related to, like real talk. People want me to just get over stuff. Meaning, like, forget what this other person did. And it's like, I'm not going to do that, because if I just sit here and forget what this person did because they violated me, then that is telling that person, oh, your behavior is okay. You did nothing wrong. And the same thing is y'all not checking this person. Is further telling this person, I've done nothing wrong, so I can just continue to do the same exact thing. So yes, she is, part of the problem. But we still not going to take off y'all ain't going to take y'all foot off Ralph's neck, because I told you I'm not talking too much about it. Now, the assistant part, yeah, we can talk about that. Let me see. Kenya mentions Drew doesn't let stuff go, and segue into Sheree. And again, it's funny how you went from defending her to now you're playing producer to bring Sheree into. I see you, Kenya. So Drew says, if you start, I finish. Sheree says, let's finish. Drew says no one could accept someone speaking on their husband. Candy says your assistant originated that. Drew says Drew says there's no evidence. And this is when Sheree pulls out her phone and gives us a receipt. I didn't write it down because I know we're going to pick up right from there. But see, this is one of those where, Drew, you did that to yourself because you ran your mouth a little bit too much. But again, hey, it is what it is, and I don't see it for you. So That's it. That's all I got. How much time did I give y'all? Okay, I gave y'all a little over 10 minutes. That's good. That's good. All right. Well, I got one more video, and that is Basketball Wives. And it ain't much there anyway. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.